Yeah, so I almost got in a fight today. Well, not really. I don't know. I felt it escalating, but it was never going to become physical. It was just the threat of physicality. I'm a receiver, and what people love to do is all the vendors and all the trucks, I receive trucks. They love to fucking show up at the same fucking time. We'll have three people unrelated in the world in the cosmos, and suddenly like different companies, different schedules, different everything, but they'll all miraculously show up at the same fucking time. And I only have two docks at my store. And one dock is permanently, we have a salvage truck. Well, actually, the salvage truck was over here. So this is the truck that's constantly docked. It's a trailer that we put all our garbage and stuff in. So technically, I only have one dock. And so what happened was Frito Lay pulled up, beep, 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 and it was a quick unload. He only had two cards and no audits, which means I didn't have to like scan any of his product. All he had to do was drop off the cards, and I knew he was a slow guy. Slow guy. I knew it, and I was like, he said, "Yeah." Then I got a call from the Niagara truck, which is a water truck. Beep beep beep. Uh, I'm here with your water. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna unload Frito real quick. Give me 5 minutes. And yes, I knew I was gonna take more than 5 minutes. Because Frito guy is fucking slow as shit. And what do I do? I could kick him out of the dock. I could be like, dude, you gotta go. You gotta get out of the dock because Niagara is technically an HEB truck. It's so HEB trucks take precedence over every other truck. So I could kick out Frito and then have him pull up, or he could just fucking drop gate, which is a gate they have on their trailer where they can just take the product out without a dock. But I didn't want to be rude and all that bullshit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I was just like, hurry the fuck up. I didn't say that, but I was like, I know you're gonna take forever, Frito Lay guy. And so then he takes more than 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then Niagara calls again. And I was like, I apologize, sir. And he's like, look, you're holding me up, holding my business up, blah blah blah. And I'm like, on the phone, I said, I'm not holding up anything. And he's like, oh, okay. I'm going to come in there. I'm going to get your name. And I'm like, okay, cool. So Frito takes forever and they finally fucking leave. And then Niagara backs in. And then as soon as he gets in, like I had the dock, I had the dock raised. Like he had his truck open and I had the dock raised just waiting for him to hit his air brakes and then drop the gate. So I pulled off his four water pallets in like 2 minutes. And then I walked over there and I'm like, my name's Richard. I work at store, blah, blah, blah. And I was being respectful and stuff. And then he was like, I don't know. He was giving me attitude the entire time. And I was like, uh, he was like, what's your last name? I'm like, I don't need to give you my last name. He's like, what's your last name? I'm like, I don't need to give you my last name. You're fucking psycho who gets upset over things. You don't need to know my last name. You know what store I work at. You know my name. I'm the only receiver overnight. So he gets irate. And then we get in a bit of an argument. And he's like, just sign the paper because I have to sign the paperwork. And he's like, just sign the paper so I can get out of here. I don't want to even talk to you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so I go outside, I put it on the ground, and I sign it and leave it there. And he's like, you better pick that up. I'm like, or what? And it escalates and escalates, and he gets in my face too. And he's like, "You better pick that up. You're lucky you're in this store." I'm like, he got in my face, then I got more in his face, and I'm like, "Look, dude, why are you getting in my face?" And like we were like nose to nose almost. We didn't touch, but he kept saying, "You're lucky you're in this store. You're lucky you're in this store." I'm like, "Are you threatening me with physical violence because I annoy you?" I didn't say annoy, but I was like, "Are you threatening me with physical violence?" Blah blah blah. And eventually he left. But oh yeah, no, before he left, he was like, he called his company. I don't think he actually called his company. He called his company. He was like, Richard here. He refused to give up the dock for me, even though I take precedence over Frito Lay, and who's unprofessional, this professional HEB receiver. He couldn't say much. The only thing I said was, I'm not holding up anyone. And what I meant by that was Frito-Lay was holding up everyone because Frito-Lay was slow as shit. And it's just that guy from Frito-Lay. He's like super slow. And I'm like, so what do I do, man? I have to deal with drivers like this all the time. Do I kick him out of the dock instantly because he just backed in? And then another guy from Coke, the other guy I had troubles with from Coke, he was like, if I pull into the dock, I have 10 minutes. That's policy. And I'm like, I don't fucking care, man. Just stop all the fucking drama. I try to get everyone done as quickly as possible. But yeah, this guy got in my face. We got in each other's face. And then when he was walking out, I was like, you threatening me with physical violence? He's like, I didn't say anything. Oh, that's not what I said. Like, okay, well, you're going to report me and you're going to threaten me with physical violence. So, I don't know. It was ridiculous. I mean, I actually wasn't that mad, surprisingly. Like, I got escalated, but I wasn't mad for some reason. I handled it emotionally pretty decently. I don't know. It sucked. Later.